Good morning to all. In today's class, I am going to discuss about the blastula or blastocyst embryo. In previous class, we discussed about the process cleavage. Cleavage is the repeated mitotic division of a zygote. And due to cleavage, a multicellular embryo is formed that is called blastula or blastocyst. Look at this diagram. First, we know a term morula. Morula, that is also a multicellular embryo which is formed by the repeated mitotic division of a zygote. Morula, it is a solid ball of cells which is converted into a hollow ball of cells that is called blastula or blastocyst. This is the diagram of blastula or blastocyst. Blastula or blastocyst, that is a hollow ball of cells. This is the section diagram. It is hollow because it possesses a cavity called blastocyst cavity or blastocyst cavity or blastocyst. The cavity which is surrounded by a layer of cells, that is called trophoblast, A trophoblast, that is a layer of cells which surround the blastocyst cavity or blastocyst. In previous class, we discussed two poles of the egg, that is animal pole and vegetal pole. Mostly it's the vegetal pole, it's the animal pole. At the vegetal pole, we found a mass of blastomeres. We previously known the resulting cells formed by the division of zygote are called blastomeres. Here we found the arrangement of blastomeres. This is the blastula embryo. Here we found the cellular mass. The mass of blastomeres, that is called inner cell mass or embryonic knob. Inner cell mass or embryonic knob. Actually, the embryo body proper, which is formed by the embryonic knob, which is formed by the inner cell mass or embryonic knob. Trophoblast does not play any role in the formation of embryo. Then what is the role of trophoblast? Now it forms extra embryonic membranes. It forms extra embryonic membranes around the embryo. Look at this diagram. These are the extra embryonic membranes. One is chorion, one is amnion, one is allantois, one is yolk sac. This is the embryo. So we will details about the extra embryonic membranes. Now we discuss about blastocyst. then हम जाने जे blastocyst रो जो ये होचे trophoblast layer के trophoblast तैयार करिवो extra embryonic membranes और inner cell mass और embryonic knob that forms embryo body proper. This is the zona pellucida, which is a non-cellular layer. So up to blastula or blastocyst, we found zona pellucida. But when the gastrulation begins, we found the disappearance of zona pellucida. We found the disappearance of zona pellucida. We previously known zona pellucida, that is a non-cellular layer of the egg. This is the albumen. That is the white part of the egg. This is the albumen. And this is the developing egg. This is the developing egg or the developing embryo. This is the blastula or blastocyst embryo. We previously know fertilization, that the union of sperm and ovum which takes place in the fallopian tube or oviduct, where the embryonic development starts by the process called cleavage. As the cleavage proceeds, we found morula and then blastula. But further development of blastula does not occur inside the fallopian tube. The blastula or blastocyst which move towards uterus, for further development, where the implantation of a blastula or blastocyst takes place. So what is the meaning of the term implantation? Implantation means simply attachment. Implantation means simply attachment. So what is attached and where? Now blastula or blastocyst embryo which is attached to the wall of uterus. Blastula or blastocyst embryo which is attached to the wall of uterus. The process is called implantation. So simply implantation is the attachment of the blastula or blastocyst to the wall of uterus of mother. We previously know the wall of uterus or uterine wall that is formed of 3 layers. Innermost endometrium, middle myometrium and outermost perimetrium or parietal peritoneum. Endometrium which provides surface for the attachment of embryo. So the blastocyst that is buried into the endometrium. Blastocyst that is buried into the endometrium by the help of placenta and also by the influence of a hormone called progesterone which is secreted from corpus luteum. The progesterone that is secreted from corpus luteum, which is commonly called as a pregnancy hormone, which helps in implantation of embryo. So for the purpose of implantation, there is a formation of a placenta. Placenta that is also called chorionic villi. Here look at this diagram. These are the extra embryonic membranes. The outermost extra embryonic membrane. The outermost extra embryonic membrane that is called chorion. Chorion provides surface. Chorion forms finger-like projections. Chorion forms finger-like projections called chorionic villi. Chorionic villi that is also called placenta because chorionic villi penetrate into the endometrium of uterine wall. So chorionic villi are the placenta that helps in attachment of embryo to the wall of uterus. The implantation process that occurs about a week after fertilization. Fertilization रे पाखपाखि गोटे सप्ताह पर we found the process called implantation. The blastocyst derives nutrition and lives as a parasite within the uterus of the mother. And embryo derives the nutrients from mother through placenta. The placenta माध्यमरे मार रक्तरु transfer of nutrients and oxygen to the blood of embryo. So inside the uterus of mother, the blastula or blastocyst that survives as a parasite, but that lives as a parasite. Because the embryo depends upon the mother. So this is about the blastula or blastocyst and their implantation. Next we discuss about gastrulation. Next we discuss about gastrulation. Simply the transformation of a blastula, the transformation of a blastula or blastocyst into gastrula, the process is called gastrulation. Moreover, at the time of gastrulation, formation of three germ layers. What are the germ layers? Ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. All are the question in which stage of embryonic development formation of germ layers, the stage is called gastrulation. And what are the germ layers? Ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. So during gastrulation, formation of germ layers. Tale, we wortman padiba how the gastrulation process occurs. Moreover, gastrulation is marked by the morphogenetic movement of blastomeres. Gastrulation is marked by the morphogenetic movement of blastomeres. देखो गोटे रफ पे तुमको पढ़ी देखौछि हम कहौछि दिस इज द blastula embryo. Blastula whose possesses a cavity called blastocele. This is the cavity called blastocele. This is the animal pole. This is the vegetal pole. At vegetal pole we found the inner cell mass of embryonic knob. Inner cell mass of embryonic knob which is found at the vegetal pole. I am going to say gastrulation is marked by the morphogenetic movement of blastomeres. Blastomeres are the resulting cells formed from zygote by repeated mitotic division. The morphogenetic movement, that is the organ forming movement. हमारे ये जो vegetal pole area है हमें प्रथम को हमारा ये pole area के expand ହେଇଗଲା ପରେ এই vegetal pole area में जो पाउची inner cell mass से cells माने प्रथम multiply करेंगे. Inner cell mass ର ସଂଖ୍ୟା ବା inner cell mass ରେ जो blastomeres ବା cells are present, they repeatedly divide and increase their number, and then they will move towards blastocele. हम बोझ दिसला cavity called blastocele. Then blastocele समान को blastocele आडे हम पाउछे the movement of the blastomeres. अरे मो एठी गार माध्यम रे तो डेजिग्नेट करके देखौछे जे these are the blastomeres which move towards blastocele. This is the morphogenetic movement or organ forming movement. But the blastomeres who move to their final location. Due to the morphogenetic movement, we found an invagination or enfolding. Finally, the blastocele cavity is obliterated. It is our morphogenetic movement. Finish ହେଇଗଲା ପରେ blastocele cavity obliterated or vanished. A new cavity is formed. It is called archenteron. A new cavity is formed called archenteron or enteron cavity. Archenteron or enteron cavity. The archenteron or enteron cavity, that is the cavity of gastrula. The cavity that communicates to exterior through an opening. In the opening time देखुचे of archenteron, that is called the blastopore. The cavity is called blastopore. A cavity of blastopore. Blastopore which forms the mouth anus of the embryo. Blastopore forms mouth and anus of the embryo. Archenteron, it becomes finally the cavity of alimentary canal. The cavity of alimentary canal or digestive tube. Connective morphogenetic movement finish होगा परे ये जो layer की formation of it is the germ layer called endoderm. Which germ layer is formed first? Now that is endoderm. तो प्रथमे endoderm formation होगा, then endoderm formation होला परे mesoderm and finally ectoderm. प्रथमे मन को question आसीबो which germ layer is formed first? Now that is endoderm. In future, the endoderm forms the alimentary canal, and the germ layers form different organs of the embryo. So, endoderm forms the alimentary canal or the digestive tube. So, the archenteron, it becomes the cavity of the alimentary canal, and the blastopore, it becomes the mouth or anus. So, after the formation of endoderm, the inner cell mass or embryonic knob, which is converted into disc-like structure, that is called the embryonic disc. वर्तमान डायग्राम में होला पर देखि परुथिबो, this is the embryonic disc. अरे एटो एक पर्यंत एटा embryonic disc. This is the trophoblast layer. कारण हमें ब्लास्टोसिस्ट एम्ब्रायो केस रे देखुले ट्रोफोब्लास्ट लेयर ट्रोफोब्लास्ट लेयर टा पहिला हमें इने ये तरह सेक्शन डायग्राम हमें काटी देई छे एटी हमर जो एंडोडर्म लेयर के किएला एटा हमर फाइनली एटा होचे एंडोडर्म लेयर ये एंडोडर्म लेयर में जो हमर सर्कुलर फैशन में पाइबा एटी पे ट्रोफोब्लास्ट रा में जो लेयर का पाइबा अब एटा होचे एम्ब्रायोनिक डिस्क सो एम्ब्रायोनिक नॉब after formation of endoderm, embryonic knob that is converted into disc-like structure called embryonic disc. Embryonic disc, which is differentiated into anterior cephalic margin, medial the embryonic disc proper, and the posterior that is the caudal margin. Then after formation of endoderm, we found the formation of mesoderm. Mesoderm, which is formed at the caudal margin of the embryonic disc. Mesoderm, which is formed at the caudal margin of the embryonic disc. So, the embryonic disc is the caudal margin. It is the posterior end where we found the proliferation of the cells. We found the proliferation of the cells. Due to cell proliferation, the resulting cells which constitute the germ layer called mesoderm. And the remaining cells of the embryonic disc, form ectoderm. So in this fashion, the three germ layers are formed at the time of gastrulation. These three germ layers, they form different organs or tissues of the embryo. So now we know about the fate of three germ layers. Fate, F-A-T-E, means in future. Which tissues, which organs are formed from these three germ layers? The germ layer that is called ectoderm, which forms epidermis of skin and its derivatives. Skin and its derivatives. मुख्यतः तमरो skin by integument, जरा outermost epidermis and beneath epidermis we found dermis. These are the cellular layers. But ectoderm forms only epidermis of skin, not dermis of skin. The dermis of skin which is formed by mesoderm. So epidermis of skin and its derivatives. Derivatives means hairs, nails. These are formed from ectoderm. Ectoderm which forms nervous system. The medulla part of the adrenal gland, which is the endocrine gland. Your eye, your enamel of the teeth. Enamel, that is the shining part of the teeth, by shining substance of the teeth. And we previously known the crown portion of the teeth, that is covered by a shining substance called enamel. Enamel is the hardest substance of our body. The internal ear and some glands like sweat gland, mammary gland, salivary gland, lacrimal gland, and the tear gland called the lacrimal gland. These are formed from ectoderm. Mesoderm which forms dermis of skin, your connective tissues, your kidneys, that is the excretory structure, gonads or sex organs or reproductive organs, heart, blood, our lymph glands and also lymph vessels, your dentine of the teeth. Your teeth that is formed of hard substance that is called dentine. But over dentine at crown portion we found enamel. The cortex part of the adrenal gland, the wall of the gut except its lining, these are formed from mesoderm. And the endoderm which forms some glands like pancreas, liver, gastric glands, your internal ear and urinary bladder, urethra, trachea, that is the windpipe, bronchi. These are formed from endoderm. So these three germ layers, they form the different tissues or organs of the embryo. Finally, a fully formed baby is formed. Finally, the fully formed baby after the formation of these tissues or organs, which are formed by the germ layers. गैस्ट्रुलेशन प्रोसेस टी कंप्लीट हे गला पर जर्म लेयर तैयारी हे गला पर जर्म लेयर को लेके टिश्यूज बा ऑर्गन तैयारी हे गला परे हमें कहि परिबा एम्ब्रायोनिक डेवलपमेंट कंप्लीट बट तापर आरंभ हो कोन ना हमरो ऑर्गन डेवलपमेंट प्रोसीड होबा सहित we found the formation of extra embryonic membranes. कारण हमरो ब्लास्टुला और ब्लास्टोसिस्ट आसीगला यूट्रस रे इम्प्लांटेशन प्रोसेस टा कंप्लीट हे गला परे गैस्ट्रुलेशन प्रोसेस टी आरंभ हो छी गैस्ट्रुलेशन हे गला परे तापर गैस्ट्रुलेशन प्रोसेस प्रोसीड होबा सहित we found the formation of germ layers. ता सहित हम formation of extra embryonic membranes. So what are the extra embryonic membranes? The chorion, amnion, allantois and euxia. Look at this diagram. This is the chorion, this is the amnion, this is the allantois, this is the euxia. These are the extra embryonic membranes. So why called extra embryonic membranes? Now these membranes lie over the embryo, and this is the diagram of an embryo. Then over embryo we found the membranes, so called extra embryonic membranes. So in addition to embryo proper, because it is the embryo proper by embryo which is formed by the embryonic nerve or inner cell mass, what extra embryonic membranes formed by which and formed by trophoblast. And we previously known the trophoblast of blastula forms extra embryonic membranes. What the inner cell mass that forms embryo proper. So this is the embryo proper. These are the extra embryonic membranes. Chorion. Chorion, that is the extra embryonic membrane which completely surrounds the embryo. The embryo को completely surround कर चुकी है chorion. That provides protection to the embryo. जेहेतु completely embryo को surround कर चुकी, so it provides protection to the embryo. And on the surface of chorion, we found villi. Villi, these are the finger-like projections. जहाँ हम कोई भी बात chorionic villi. So chorionic villi, these are the finger-like projections which are formed on the surface of chorion. Then what is the role of chorionic villi? Now chorionic villi, that is the placenta which penetrate into the endometrium of uterine wall for exchange of nutrients and waste products by exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide in between maternal blood and fetal blood, by blood of fetus, by blood of embryo. So chorion plays an important role in the formation of placenta. Another extra embryonic membrane called amnion. So this is the amnion, another extra embryonic membrane, but it does not completely surround the embryo. Embryo को completely surround कोई करो नहीं. Amnion को encloses a cavity that is called amniotic cavity. Amnion encloses a cavity called amniotic cavity. The cavity is not empty, which is filled with a fluid called amniotic fluid. So, amnion encloses a cavity called amniotic cavity. The cavity is not empty, which is filled with a fluid called amniotic fluid. So, what is the role of amniotic fluid? मुख्यतः मन रख गोटे डायग्नोस्टिक टेस्ट डायग्नोसिस टेस्ट जार ना होची amniocentesis. amniocentesis तला amniocentesis ये लोग डायग्नोस्टिक टेस्ट, ये टेस्ट कराए amniotic fluid को नहीं for why कौन पाई करा जाए टेस्ट ना to detect the chromosomal abnormalities, the chromosomal abnormalities of the embryo or fetus or baby, and it is also used for the detection of by determination of sex of an embryo. Embryo sex determination ପାଇଁ ମଧ୍ୟ amniocentesis technique ବ୍ୟବହାର କରା ଯାଉଛି, but it is illegal, not legal. So what is the legal use of amniocentesis? Amniocentesis is legal use, that is to detect the chromosomal abnormalities of embryo or fetus. कारण जदि क्रोमोसोमाल डिसऑर्डर, यदि क्रोमोसोमाल डिसऑर्डर बा क्रोमोसोमाल abnormalities यदि आमे एम्ब्रायो केस रे पाइबा ताले इन फ्यूचर जो बेबी टी तयारी हबो एटी फाइनली ना गोटे विकलांग पिला हेकरी जन्म किसी आमे पाइबा डिफेक्ट इन देयर स्ट्रक्चर बा डिफेक्ट इन देयर बॉडी. According to Act of Supreme Court, or according to the law of Supreme Court, if we found chromosomal abnormalities in embryo through amniocentesis technique, so to do induced abortion or MTP, that is medical termination of pregnancy. એટલે પ્રેગ્નન્સી પીરિયડ को ଆମେ ટર્મિનેટ કરી પરિବା, ટર્મિનેટ माने एंड કરી परिबा बिफोर फॉर्मेशन ऑफ ए फुल्ली फॉर्म्ड एम्ब्रायो बा फुल्ली फॉर्म्ड बेबी। तले हम कहीं की टर्मिनेट करिबा एटा पुनी इंड्यूसली करिबा बाय द हेल्प ऑफ सम मेडिसिन्स और ड्रग्स। फॉर व्हाई ना द बेबी बा द एम्ब्रायो in disorder condition and we found chromosomal abnormalities or chromosomal disorder. So हमको amniocentesis technique माध्यम रे तर लीगल यूज होछि हमें chromosomal disorder ऑफ द एम्ब्रायो को डिटेक्शन करिबा। जदि हमें डिटेक्शन रे पाइले the result is positive, chromosomal disorder is found or abnormality is found, then to do MTP or induced abortion. Amniocentesis, that is also illegally used to determine the sex of an embryo. That is the illegal use. कारण हमें ये टेस्ट करने पर amniotic fluid नवा को पड़े, जो amniotic fluid हम नवा from amniotic cavity by the help of a syringe. तर उन्हें syringe माध्यम रे हमें mother abdominal wall, मैं तो pregnant woman रो abdominal wall को आगे inject करीबा, तापरे wall of uterus, then the chorion, amnion, ये सब लेयर को syringe रो needle penetrate कला परे finally पहुँचीबो in amniotic cavity to draw amniotic fluid। जो amniotic fluid को draw कला परे ताको हमें culture करीबा, माने से amniotic fluid रे हमें पाइबा किसी cells of the fetus बा cells of the embryo, सेही सेल मान को नेकरी हमें कल्चर करिवा बा स्टडी करिवा। सेही सेल रे जो रही छै हमर क्रोमोसोम, से क्रोमोसोम मान को स्टडी करिवा, तकर नंबर दैट इज 2n इक्वल टू 46 बा 47 बा 45 ये सब हम डिटेक्शन करिवा। कहि कि नॉर्मल होछ हमर 2n इक्वल टू 46, तो 46 से करे 45 बा 47 इज फाउंड। सो ये कंक्लूडेड दैट द एम्ब्रायो in a disorder condition we found chromosomal disorder. Then the next extra embryonic membrane called allantois. Okay, before allantois also amniotic fluid that maintains constant temperature and pressure that prevents the drying of the embryo. And therefore embryo that moves inside the fluid, that is the amniotic fluid, the surface of the embryo always in a moist condition, so the fluid prevents the dryness condition of the embryo. कारण हम जानी से पाखापाखि 5th or 6th month complete हला परे कारण हमरो 9 months of embryonic development बा 9 months of pregnancy period पाखापाखि 5 मास बा 5.5 मास बा मैक्सिमम 6 मास कंप्लीट हला पर we found the movement of embryo, the movement of a fetus, the movement of a baby inside the mother's uterus, and the movement which is by the help of amniotic fluid. If there is no amniotic fluid, that is an emergency condition, there is no movement of the baby inside the mother's uterus, at that time the medical procedure called cesarean, cesarean, that is the surgical procedure, जो surgical procedure माध्यम रे हमें ये जो डेवलपिंग एम्ब्रायो ताको हमें सर्जिकली रिमूव करिबा कारण वी फाउंड क्रोमोसोमल डिसऑर्डर। So the next extra embryonic membrane, that is the allantois. So allantois, which is found near embryo, which is formed of endoderm inside and mesoderm outside, that forms our blood cells and also blood vessels of our placenta. Placenta, which is formed by the chorion, we know chorion that forms chorionic villi or placenta. The allantois which forms the blood cells and blood vessels in a placenta. Yolk sac. It is a larger sac-like structure that formed below the embryo. The yolk sac that is non-functional in human beings. In the case of human beings, it is non-functional. But the yolk sac is responsible for forming blood cells until about 6th week. That is till the liver is formed. ताले हम कौचे एम्ब्रायोनिक डेवलपमेंट आरंभ होगा दिनों ठारू from तो हमारा conception means from the date of fertilization. That is the starting of the pregnancy period. So from conception up to 6th week, the yolk sac that forms blood cells. So this is about the extra embryonic membranes. So in today's class we discuss about the blastula or blastocyst and their implantation, then about gastrulation, and then about extra embryonic membranes. Okay.